Nice big smile, love. Fabulous.
Heineken has been responsible for some of the most iconic and memorable advertising.
What's this? It's a pint of Heineken. One day, it'll refresh the parts other beers cannot reach.
The Refreshes campaign, created by Terry Lovelock at CDP Agency, was credited with nudging the UK market towards drinking more lager, making it more mainstream.
Who's going to pay to have an old misery guts like that hanging on their wall?
Oh, thanks very much.
Different markets, different advertising.
I see trees of green.
The Wonderful World ads had great impact in the Netherlands, but didn't necessarily travel. And in a more global and interconnected world, you need messages that travel well.
What a wonderful world.
So it's the Heineken Collection archive that's providing the inspiration for the future.
The Heineken Collection, I always like to refer to it as a storehouse for storytelling. It really helps strengthen the Heineken brand identity, so you can bring the Heineken story to life. And the second big game changer for Heineken is the fact that it can really help engage consumers with the Heineken story.
And that means messages that are less about the beer and more about the brand, as demonstrated in the recent advert, The Invention.
Consumers nowadays are truly invested in knowing more about not only the quality of the product that they're buying, but also the heritage of a product that they're buying. And Heineken previously did not focus as much on sharing the story of 150 years of history. And we've really noticed that it helps us engage consumers with the story of our brand. So it's much more about telling your roots, talking about your roots, talking about where you're coming from, talking about the product, how you make it, how you've made it in the past and how you make it today, and showing the continuity between that, and also talking about the ingredients.
Nothing. I say nothing.
But Heineken now exists in a digital world. Advertising has to work on the smaller screen just as effectively as it once did on the big screen. And as with many other brands, visibility is vital with sponsorship on an international scale. Heineken recently extended its sponsorship of UEFA's Champions League to 2021 and extended the scale of its activation with the brand. It'll continue to support the Rugby World Cup, with beer backing the next tournament in Japan in 2019, marking a relationship that has lasted more than 2 decades. Heineken has also moved into motorsport for the first time, becoming a multi-year global partner of Formula One and becoming title sponsor of 3 races. The Barcelona Grand Prix provided the perfect backdrop for the launch of 0.0%. After all, it's a beer that allows you to drink and drive. But not all sponsorship involves sport. The partnership with the James Bond franchise gives Heineken the opportunity to exploit the relationship through advertising and product placement in the films. The deal for 2015's Spectre cost the company a reported $100 million, but demonstrated that Heineken was more refreshing than a vodka martini.
Heineken has become really popular in the UK for ads, very iconic ads like the refreshing ads, or only Heineken can do this. What more of that can we expect to see in the future?
For us, being creative is at the heart of Heineken's DNA. It has served us well and we will continue to do so. We've just had a campaign in digital, primarily around bringing people together around a beer, which fundamentally is at the heart of what Heineken is all about. We always hope to do so in a witty fashion. Heineken is a beer which is known for bringing a bit of a spark and elevating the conversation. And we have lots of marketeers who have one thing in mind, is to create campaigns at exactly this level. If you look at what marketing means today, also for a beer brewer like Heineken, it is fundamentally different from what it was 10, 15 years ago. We're moving to a world where I'm asking my marketeers to think mobile first. So the primary screen they have to think of is that little mobile screen, which brings very different challenges. You have to get your point across in seconds. You have a very small screen. You have sometimes no sound. You have also a profusion of content to deal with. There's a lot more different angles out there now with digital than there were before, yet you still have to reach scale. So this is not about micro-marketing, it is still marketing at scale.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.